Consciousness does not come from the brain, but from the soul. Introduction. The question of humanity. Pause for a moment. Listen to the voice echoing inside your head. If the brain is nothing more than a biological machine processing signals, then who is the one observing those signals? If you can hear your own thoughts, then what are you? The thinker or the observer? For thousands of years, humanity has stood before this paradox. Is consciousness nothing more than electricity flowing through neurons? Or is there something beyond matter, an invisible, indestructible essence, the soul, using the brain as its instrument? To ask this question is to touch one of the greatest mysteries of the universe. Who are we, really? Part 1. Cases that challenge science. Neuroscience has mapped neurons, synapses, and data processing. Yet, there are phenomena that defy all current models. A man with almost no brain lived a normal life. In France, one man was found to have only 10% of his brain mass. Yet he worked, had a family, and lived an ordinary life. MRI scans revealed the shocking truth. If consciousness arises only from the brain, how could he still live as a complete human being? Near-death experiences, NDEs. Many who were clinically dead, heart stopped, brain shut down, report floating above their body, watching doctors, hearing conversations. When the processor is off, why does the observer remain? Children recalling past lives. At the University of Virginia, researchers documented hundreds of children describing names, places, and deaths from previous lives, with details verified as accurate. Does consciousness survive death and reincarnate? These cases are like cracks in the fortress wall of materialism. They suggest that consciousness is not imprisoned in the brain, but can exist independently, beyond space and time. Part 2. The soul, source of consciousness. All ancient traditions, Hinduism, Buddhism, Kabbalah, Western theology, share the same wisdom. Consciousness is the light of the soul. The body is only a vehicle, the brain merely the steering wheel. But the true driver, the one who is the soul. In dreams, your body lies still, yet your consciousness travels through realms. In out-of-body experiences, people describe leaving their form, watching themselves from outside. In clinical death, when heart and brain stop, consciousness still journeys through the tunnel of light. Thus, the brain is like a radio. It does not create the signal. It only tunes and broadcasts. And the signal comes from where? From the soul, the deepest layer of being. Part 3. Science and the paradox of consciousness. Modern science may not accept the soul, yet it increasingly confronts paradox. Nobel laureate Roger Penrose. Consciousness does not arise from matter. It comes from a deeper layer of reality, not yet described by mathematics. Thomas Campbell, NASA physicist. Reality is like a simulation. Consciousness is fundamental. Matter is only the result. Quantum physics hints at the same. A particle exists in many states until there is an observer. It is consciousness, not matter, that shapes reality. If true, then the universe is not a dead machine, but a mirror of consciousness itself. Part 4. Consciousness, the gateway to the inner universe. If the brain is only a tool, if consciousness is the soul dwelling within, then humanity's greatest journey is not exploring galaxies beyond, but the vast universe within. In silence, you realize you are not the endless stream of thoughts. You are the one quietly observing them. Through meditation, reflection, or stillness, you touch the truth. You are not a mortal body destined to die. You are an immortal soul, experiencing this brief game called life. We've been taught consciousness resides in the brain, and death is the end. But what if the truth is the opposite? What if the brain is only an instrument, and consciousness, the soul, is the true player in this cosmic game? Then everything we thought about life and death is but illusion. And when you understand this, a new doorway opens. If you are not just the body, then where is the real you? If consciousness continues when the brain stops, then where does the journey after death begin? If you are an immortal soul, then what is the purpose of being here, in human form right now? Perhaps the truth is not about finding an ultimate answer. It lies in the awakening, realizing you are not a small self, but a fragment of the infinite cosmic consciousness. You are both the observer and the observed, both the dreamer and the dream itself. Remember this: you are not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are an immortal soul having a human experience, and that soul is the bridge between the visible and the invisible, between death and life, between you and the entire cosmos. So tell me, what do you believe consciousness truly is? If this video sparked something within you, share it. Let awareness ripple outward. And subscribe, because this is only the beginning of the journey. From brain to soul and beyond. To dimensions science has not yet named. For in the end, the question is not, where does consciousness live? But rather, will you dare to step through the illusion? To find your true self in the infinity of the soul?